Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to cut straight to the chase on something I know many of you grapple with, Facebook ad campaigns.
hmm
Getting, real actionable insights from their analytics can sometimes feel like pulling teeth.
It really can be a headache. So much data.
Exactly. So our focus today is this tool, PowerBoost. It's an AI tool, and it's designed specifically to, well, simplify that whole process.
Right. PowerBoost essentially uses AI to make the whole analyzing and optimizing part of Facebook campaigns much, much easier.
Mhm.
And I think the key thing is how user-friendly it is.
Okay.
You really don't need to be a data scientist, to figure out what's going on with your ads.
It's good to hear. So how does it work structure-wise? Are there different levels?
Yeah, they have a few subscription options. There's a free test plan, which is great for just dipping your toes in.
Right. Try before you buy.
Exactly. Then there's a mini plan sort of aimed at smaller e-commerce setups, and then pro plans for bigger operations. But
Yeah.
the important bit, all plans give you the core features.
The core functionality. And what does that involve getting started, I mean?
Well, it really kicks in when you upload your Facebook report. It takes a standard report, up to 20 columns, just as a CSV file.
Okay, standard CSV upload.
Yep. And what's kind of amazing is how quickly it turns that raw data dump into this clean, organized dashboard, full of actual insights.
So no more wrestling with spreadsheets manually.
Hopefully a lot less of it, yeah.
All right, so you've got this dashboard. How do you actually get the insights out? Is it just charts or?
Well, there are charts, but one of the really neat features is the AI chat.
Ah,
You can literally ask it specific questions about your campaign performance, like which ad set drove the most conversions last week. Or you can use some of their preset prompts.
and does it just spit back data or does it interpret?
It interprets. And here's the interesting part the AI learns. It looks at the history of the reports you upload.
So it gets better over time.
Exactly. Its suggestions become more tailored to you, to your specific campaigns and history.
That sounds pretty powerful. What I heard something about image analysis.
Yes, that's another smart tool. It goes beyond just clicks and impressions. It actually tries to figure out why some of your ad images work better than others.
How does it do that? That sounds
It
complex.
analyzes visual elements, trying to gauge the emotional pull, the conversion potential. It taps into that basic idea that, humans respond to emotion first, logic second.
Right, the visual gut reaction. Okay, so you've got the chat AI learning, the image analysis. How does it all come together visually? You mentioned a dashboard.
Yeah, the main analytical dashboard is designed for quick understanding. It uses a really simple color coding system.
Like traffic lights.
Sort of. Green highlights your high-performing stuff, the wins.
Yeah.
Red flags, areas that probably need some attention or improvement
So you can see patterns immediately.
instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it has performance tracking graphs, so you can actually see trends over time without needing to manually compare reports from different weeks or months.
That saves time. What about understanding the audience? Does it help there?
Oh, definitely. It gives you really specific, usable information about who is engaging and often why.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so it might tell you something like women aged 35-44 with an interest in sustainable fashion are converting at twice the rate of other segments.
Wow. Okay, that's specific.
Exactly. And it can even show you which image and headline combinations resonate best with different audience segments. It makes you really think, are you reaching the right people the right way?
That leads nicely into benchmarks. How do you know if your results are actually any good?
Right, context is crucial. PowerBoost lets you compare your key metrics like click-through rate or conversion rate against industry averages.
So my 2% CTR, is that good or bad?
It tells you maybe that 2% is actually 30% above the average for your specific industry. Or maybe it's below. Knowing that makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Does it help with budget too?
It does. It gives recommendations for optimizing your budget, considering things like audience saturation.
Ah, showing the same people the ad too many times.
Yeah, where it stops being effective. It helps you allocate spend more wisely.
So based on your experience, does this tool actually deliver? Is it worth it?
From what I've seen and heard, PowerBoost often pays for itself pretty quickly, like within the first month sometimes,
Really?
mostly through the time saved on manual analysis, combined with the performance improvements you get from acting on those clearer insights. And importantly, the interface is intuitive. You don't need to be that data whiz.
Makes sense. So if you're out there wrestling with Facebook data, trying to figure out what's working and what's not.
PowerBoost seems like a really solid option to check out. It simplifies things, gives actionable advice.
Especially with that free test plan, right?
Absolutely. Best way to know for sure is to try it yourself. Upload a report, see what it tells you.
Good advice. Okay, so maybe the final thought for everyone listening is this. How much potential is currently locked away inside your ad data, just waiting for a clearer way to be seen and understood? Something to think about.